we have two attractions here. The Northland Asylum, which you've got doctors, nurses, patients. There's a butcher. So we got all the personnel of the asylum, and then we've got clowns because we've got a fun house here. Rip's Fun House in 3D. This is Rebecca, and that's Michelle in the back. And what they do is when they come in, they check them in and they pull their costumes for them. This is the makeup room.
Okay. Well,
But, you know, it's up to you.
you can't just walk in like this. Like they're on. We're going to do a haunted house to a haunted house.
So maybe
Our starter character is Orderly Byron. Byron is played by a guy named Ryan. Ryan basically tells them welcome to Northland Asylum and gives them a spiel. This is the waiting room. What goes on in here is largely up to the actors that are staffing this area. They can come up with just about anything. There are animatronics located throughout. This is the cafeteria scene. We're trying to recreate an asylum from the 50s, so whatever we would have within a 1950s asylum is what we would recreate here. In a lot of cases, we try to make our props as authentic as possible. For example, this cappuccino machine was an actual cappuccino machine. It's just one of those esoteric props that you don't really notice, but you fit it into the scene and it just works great. Then we move into cold storage. Here we have a bunch of body bags. Now one of the great scenes in the asylum is the children's ward. We have actors who have kids, and the kids want to get in on the action. They want to act too, but because they're underage, they can't legally work for us. We set up a scene where the kids could be, and they'd be safe, and where the customers couldn't get to them. Now this building used to be the old Farmore, and it was vacant for about 10 years. So when we moved in, all of these fixtures and shelves and everything were still here. So we just used them in the scene. Next three scenes are all new scenes that we did not have last year. This is the examination room, our padded cell room. It's a great scene and everybody wants to work it. This is the dentist scene. This is electroshock treatment. Then we move into the doctor's secret laboratory or the operating room. This is the janitor closet. We had the scene last year, but we didn't have a name for it. This entire scene was redesigned. It's the same concept, just redesigned. Crematorium, where we burn the bodies. After the bodies are burnt, sweep out the remains, whatever's left over, which is our big pile of bones there. So this is the Dead Clown Hall of Fame. Dead clown, dead clown. And one of them's missing. This is the clown disco room.
Oh my God.
If people don't know which way to go, so if you come in through this side, they'll say wrong way. We call this the doll room or the mini bridge. This is our bouncy bridge. Everybody likes the bouncy bridge. Our falling bridge. Watch your step. This is the rocking bridge. There's a platform behind this wall that the actors will stand on, and they'll mess with you as you cross the bridge. This scene here was redecorated from last year because we have a children's ward over in the asylum. The kids also wanted to work in the fun house as well, but we didn't have a spot for them to be able to work. So we set up this scene with that in mind, so now we can actually have a kid working in this scene with their parent. Walking through the arteries. I tell people not to break the red lines. It's a very cool effect. We move into the dot maze, or as I call it, the gumball room.
Cool.
It's a great effect. People love this room. And it took a really long time to paint all these dots. We move into the octagon room, down the rabbit hole. We move into the clown head hallway for decapitated clowns. So this is the final scene. It's really fun. Get into our infinity hallway.
That's awesome.
And a lot of people don't know how to get out.